Hey everybody, hope you're all doing very well and fantastic today. Just a reminder, everything we're about to do is for demo and paper trading purposes only. This is strictly just for education and entertainment. We are not using live funds. Again, this is just for demo and paper trading, and we hope that you get educated through this. Let's pop on the charts. Let's get it. All right, so you guys should be able to see my charts now as we're going into this FOMC release. So let's get it. Excited for you guys to be on here. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. You've heard that plenty of times, not just from us, from everybody on YouTube. So we will take care of the algo with price action. If you guys can take care of the YouTube algorithm, we'll appreciate it. So as we get into FOMC, in 10 minutes, there's going to be a high injection of volatility into markets. And you should see it right a couple seconds before. There'll be some movements in candle right as it's about to print. And then at 2 p.m., when that release happens, everybody thinks that the news will make it go up or down. And the thing is, when FOMC releases at 2 p.m., the brokers, the exchanges, they already have their orders set, not retail like anyone else or us. So they already know where they're going to push price. What FOMC releases at 2 means nothing, except for that we know that there's going to be a high amount of volatility going to be injected, which means big candles. And so I enjoy getting to be here with you guys, and we'll talk about where we see each asset. It's not releasing for another 8 minutes, so we got plenty of time. And then most of all, as we get going, don't ever feel like you think you missed a move just because you aren't taking a trade right on FOMC. Many of you guys that are on prop firms, they won't even let you take an idea as soon as the release happens anyways. And then 30 minutes after 30 minutes after FOMC releases, then Powell will come and speak and say nothing different than what already happened at 2 o'clock anyways. And so when he speaks, usually markets tend to regulate a little bit or retrace a little bit into the initial move. And then from there at 2:45 or 45 minutes into FOMC, we tend to see markets pick a direction they want to move in. So that's where we'll be seeing FOMC. We've had really, really good moves with True Algo. This is just the notes that we went over this morning with our members about how to view FOMC, and it's kind of what I just talked to you guys about, so let me get that out of the way. But as you guys can see, just like looking at the charts, you can see we've consistently moved upwards throughout getting to this point at FOMC. And if you guys are in our Discord, even on the free side, I was alerting everybody that we were in True Algo confirmations to push up. And right when we got up here on the NQ and the ES is when I said we hit our final take profit on the ES and especially on the NQ. And from here, you can see prices have now rejected. So how do we take this going into FOMC? Right now, True Algo has a huge red flag warning for our members. And this goes for all of you guys watching. You see how there's like boxes on top of boxes on top of boxes, which can be very confusing if you're not a member. And that's okay. I'm not here to try to explain every nuance about our system in one stream. And if I could, then you wouldn't be able to use the system effectively like we do. Everyone else pretends out there that everything is a buy and sell signal, and that's not what we are here. We strictly are to educate and entertain people in markets, okay? So for us, the algorithm of price is saying where to look for major long ideas is when the ES can get above 5,600 today, which, by the way, should be right around those new all-time highs or highs that have not been tested since we were back over in mid-July, okay? But 5,600 is going to be where price is going to look. But here's the trick. Retail traders will long right here. And what we need to wait for if you're going to use True Algo is for price to close its 15-minute candle up there. Then that will help instigate ideas of going up. Retail, if they long the wick that travels up here, they'll get trapped even higher, and then they'll get sucked back down, and then they'll blow an account. So we're waiting for a high above there. On the lower side of price, the ES right now is perfectly rejecting from the True Algo weekly swing box. That's this big yellow box. You'll see there's a red box here too, which might cause confusion to you. I'm not here to explain, again, every nuance of the system, but all I can tell you is right now we are perfectly rejecting from our True Algo weekly box, okay? And if you look over to the right side, the NQ almost got up there, but it didn't. So if I was going to play future, I feel like FOMC can do something like this, hit this box, and as long as it doesn't close above it, then this is where the shorts are going to come in from FOMC. Now, the same story on both the ES and the NQ, okay? If the ES closes above this box, that 5,600 area, and then if the NQ closes above right around 19,640, that's going to be like full send bullish mode upwards. But right now, those are like the ideas. We are confirmed bearish on the ES, but we are not confirmed bearish yet on the NQ. The NQ is telling us to be neutral. Okay, so you can't be as aggressive going into this FOMC as maybe some of you might want to do. But again, your broker restricts you a lot anyways for your props. So there's that. So for us, being transparent, looking for a close above the yellow box over the first 15 minutes of FOMC could cause markets to go into full bullish frenzy. And that's something that we'll look for. We won't chase. But right now, we are looking for the ES to finish getting below our True Algo red box to push lower. And then the NQ, you can see that would take place over here. True Algo members already got to take advantage of our 80% rule, which they know. You all, if you're not a member, you're unaware of this. But we knew that there was an 80% chance today that the ES and the NQ would close higher from when the New York session started. And they were able to take advantage of that. And then lastly, on the US 30, the US 30 looks really, really good today from the True Algo perspective. We have not hit the weekly box yet on US 30. So like, again, for me, I would love to get the initial wick volatility, like we're talking about the first 30 seconds to a minute, to hit this yellow box, both on the NQ and US 30. True Algo members, make sure you're aware that the US 30 will move, statistically speaking, in the same direction of the NQ for this news release. And then it should continue, therefore, throughout. Okay, so use that to your advantage, guys. But I would like a move to hit the yellow box, then reject, and then get a push down. If not, hit our yellow boxes above, close above, and it's full bull mode. Okay, so we'll be watching. DXY has flipped the day in the first level of our weekly system bullish, and it's pushed up, and we've seen the euro was perfect. And you can see the push down on the euro at the same time. But right now, the DXY cannot break our day box. It's going to either go up or down from this box. And right now, we are in a small bearish confirmation on DXY. Where the bigger move is going to be, if DXY can close the next 2 minutes up here above the box, that means it's bullish, which would mean markets are bearish. DXY will go the opposite direction of pretty much every asset you guys watch. Okay, so if DXY goes down, gold and silver are going to go up. Okay, and then DXY closing below this box here would be that this would help build the full bore long bullish ideas that could occur in markets. But right now, DXY is closed under the day box. Silver and gold, folks. I told members earlier that like this is an area where gold tends to collect to have a major push down, but gold is going to follow suit on the indexes here shortly. When gold closes below both of these two boxes, then there can be some major sells on gold. But right now that's not occurring because we're stuck inside of our True Algo boxes. So this is a lot of times, if you got trapped today like crazy on gold, you needed this because True Algo, just like I showed you with the indexes, do you see these stacks? True Algo gave the long down here. Just want to make sure you guys know we're not blowing smoke. You see it? If you ever want to learn swing trading for what it really should be, this is what it's supposed to be. So True Algo gave the long here. And then now when you're up here, this is where retail traders think they missed the move, and then they're going to keep trying to fight it. And so they're going to get trapped in our stacked boxes. Down here, there wasn't a stacked box. Cool? All right, I'm going to get back over to indexes as we're waiting for this news to pop. Make sure you guys don't have any FOMO. I know it's really easy to do as from a retail trader perspective. And no matter what anyone tells you, unless you have 9 figures in your trading account and you trade with 9 figures, then you don't move markets. So you are still considered a retail trader, which is all of us. FOMC is going to pop here in a little bit less than 2 minutes. If you guys have any questions, just let us know. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. And then we'll be on for the first 30 minutes of FOMC. A little bit less than a minute now, too. Again, the best goal right now would be getting a small push up to the yellow boxes on the the NQ middle and US 30 right side. But the ES is the only one that's confirmed bearish right now. But for right now, we need to close below the boxes. True Algo keeps warning us this is an area for retail traders to get trapped. Remember that volatility is going to be quite hectic here in just a second for some of you guys if you're not used to being on for FOMC. But we'll see if we get this knock in, bearish close, push down. If not, bullish close above huge long ideas. Shorts are below the boxes, not above. And DXY is still under a box currently. True Algo members, make sure you guys take note of that. Just about to pop the FOMC. There's FOMC. Initial opening of the candle is green, and then there's the flash red. That's a very small move for FOMC statistically. Very small. It could be that there's a slight delay on TradingView or YouTube. If you guys are watching, there's like a 10-second delay. But that might be the smallest FOMC candle I've ever seen. DXY barely budged. Gold barely budged. Silver had the biggest wick just now. Crypto didn't move. That's gnarly. All right, so all of you guys that are watching with us right now, especially those of you that have been experienced in markets before, you guys are all watching what I'm watching. Can you let me know in the comments how you feel about this current candle for FOMC? For those of you guys that have been on FOMC before, I can honestly say this is the smallest FOMC opening candle I've ever seen. And this is one of those benefits about the system where whatever the release was just now for FOMC, whether it be long or short or the projections or whatever it is, this is that whole idea where you don't have to have a position open. We are waiting for the close here or the close here where the circles are. And right now they're just trapped in one area. Man, this is rare. It's cool to admit things as they happen, you know what I mean? Got a member DMing me on our Discord. Just give me 1 second. One thing we try really hard here is just to make sure we're always available for our members regardless of what's going on. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. There's nothing to happen right now, it's rare, right? For those of you guys that have been on, what's it called? FOMC. It's as if they forgot FOMC was today. And they could be waiting for maybe this is the time that they're going to wait for Jay Powell to speak. So we will wait for that moment. And if that's the case, I'll stay on just a little bit longer once he starts talking. Cool. Rick is absolutely correct, by the way. When he's talking about a gas candle, news candle, he's talking similar to oil because oil doesn't move at all. Even though when FOMC had, if any of you guys the projections, if it shows that it's neutral, the candles for FOMC are always so much bigger than what you're seeing right now, regardless of any type of projection meets and doesn't meet or neutral. And so hopefully when Powell speaks in 30 minutes, that's when the floodgates are going to open. As far as for volatility, so really good opportunity, True Algo members, and all of you guys, if you're hanging out with us and we're sitting in a little bit of boredom right now, let me explain to you what to not do. Right now, there is nothing to do on the current candle that you're watching, okay? You don't flip to a 5-minute, a 3-minute, a 1-minute, and you try to scoop out some type of move. Just humor me for today that with True Algo, you see these boxes stacked, and you're just going to say, you know what? I'm going to listen to them. I'm going to practice. Remember, we just demo and paper trade. And you're going to practice right now, not switching time frames. Stay on the 15-minute with us. And until you get a close up here or until you get a close below these boxes, you don't chase the candles. Let the candle do its thing. Let the candle extract people out. And so I'm still thinking that we get the push up to the yellow box and get the massive rejection because I still want that to happen until we close down here. And I want that conviction to stay the same. And one of the reasons why the candle is so neutral right now, everybody, and just you have to revert back to what I keep saying. Can you guys all see, whether you're a member or not, do you see how we are trapped within boxes? All of price action right now is trapped in a box or right between them. So this is the neutralness that we teach our members about waiting. One of the biggest mistakes traders make is they have little to no patience because they always feel like they have to chase a move. And this is one of those times that we just chill. True Algo members got their moves since the Asia session. Look, guys, here's Asia and then going into London. All it was longs. Same thing on the NQ, same thing on US 30. US 30, you actually got to be more active during the New York session. And so we don't have to chase these moves currently. Just like yesterday was absolutely fantastic too. If you guys check out the ES. Sorry for moving my screen around so much. I don't want to mess up your eyes. huge, and we posted this in our Discord as it was happening live too, but those huge shorts into 2 long ideas, and these are what we call swings. It's produced over 1,000 handles, not ticks, that's handles between yesterday's New York session through today. And that's what we want to help people catch. Gold's still hovering in the same area. True Algo members, take note that gold is reacting the way we want, and silver's back into the weekly box too. If we can get a close below the yellow box on both silver and gold, that could be signaling massive shorts getting ready to kick in on the metals, which we would like from our macro stream on Sunday where we're at, guys, because we have gotten there. Let me check oil real quick. I'm going to move silver off the screen, and I'll check the Forex side. If there's any Forex pairs you guys want me to see, just let me know. This is oil. As we wait for this to load, you're like, man, I wonder if this was a box. Like, and this is, guys, can you humor me for a second? Check this out. I mean this too. You guys ever seen those YouTube videos or shorts, and they do stuff like this to you guys, and they're like, all right, what would you do here? And then you look at price action like this, and then you try to guess what it's going to do. And all of it is a bunch of hindsight because it's something that's going to be produced when candles move, the indicator pops up. So like, as this happens, how do you play it? And if anyone's like, hey man, what about FOMC right now? Nothing's going to change, guys, from our system until we get the candle close. So we got time. So now look what happens with the power you can wield when you simply just turn on our box indicator, and you'll see it hit load here in just a second. And you guys have seen the streams before, and you've been on these lives with me, and so you can call it out. And a lot of you have realized now, like, you wait for closes, and that's one thing we've been trying to help you guys with. And there you go. Right here, talk to yourself. What do you think the retail trader is going to do at these lows? They've seen prices reject, they've come down, and now this is time to load shorts. The thing is, with True Algo, it's telling you to start to load longs until what? Until you lose the yellow box. And this is what we talk about with swing trading, okay? And so, let me turn the daily boxes off so they're out of your way. And so watch how the swing weekly system from True Algo moves price. So now you don't have to guess what could price do, because as price gets down here, you can see these clean reactions from the system, okay? Just waiting for this one little thing to load, and then I'll get this back. I'll check FOMC real quick. Yep, nothing has changed. We are starting to get a little bit of that green momentum we want to see. I would love to get that NQ up to the yellow box. US 30 got even closer, by the way. Get us back over to oil. So there we go. There's the weekly system. And so where most people would look to short right here, and if you turn off the indicator and you're like, what do you think it'll do? Everyone else's system, and I don't want to bring up other people, but just think about it. Everything's going to change as price moves. You already have it before price gets there. So this is where you build long positions. And from here, you hold the idea till you lose the yellow box. And then this is how to treat swing ideas using True Algo. It's not about holding for days and weeks on end. It's about traveling from box to box. And now you've hit your full take profit. It's 2 contracts. This number is arbitrary. Don't listen to people on YouTube, guys, that show you how much money this is. I made 10 grand in 7 seconds. It's all fake because you as a retail trader are not going to use their funds. So don't try to match what they do. This is all fake and arbitrary. It's unrealistic. And that's something that we teach our members in True Algo. Cool. And notice there would be no short here. Why? Because it has to close red under the box. And that's, even if you're not a member, we've already showed you guys that through our system. And as you can see, oil has not provided that short up here as you wait for the system to load. And let me pop on the daily boxes again. It's really cool to see that big picture using True Algo because you don't have to guess what price can do. You can map up your entire day and entire week, every single day and every single week, and it doesn't change throughout the entire process. And see, oil has yet to put a short in from that box you just saw. It's gnarly, right? And there's only reasons right now to be bullish on oil. And then where's the new ideas to be bullish on oil? Right here. And then True Algo members, we can look to start targeting our weekly box once again. And maybe NFP on Friday will cause some more ripples in the market. So again, take that note down that there's no reason to be bearish on oil, everybody. Forex folks, DXY pushing up and retesting the weekly open. Euro folks, your bearish confirmation. Nice little mitigation entrance, and now trying to push down to finish the move and get a True Algo 180. Is there any other Forex pair you guys want to see? This is the Euro. Euro is confirmed bearish for anyone who's checking. I'm going to look at the pound real quick. You want the pound to look the same. That's what we teach True Algo members. The pound looks like crap as far as like just looking at this asset. It's right at the open. So isn't that not like, I hope you guys, like, you can call me out. I'm not offended because I know what I say with the system and I am here to help you guys. I just said that the pound looks like crap, right? So look, take me for what I just said. Let's turn off the True Algo boxes. Look, you see how price action looks difficult, right? And then look what happens when you pop the boxes on. Just like that. Hit the box, bearish close, short. No longs. You don't take any longs today till it hits this box. Hits the box. Everyone probably shorted here. You can see retail shorted that gigantic red candle. But look, you didn't hit the box, so you can't short. Then it finally hits the box, takes all the early shorts out. Then there's your bearish candle, and then boom, new low. So even though the candles and the price action look terrible, very aggressive candles and wicks, you see how the box offered both opportunities for shorts today. And you don't even have to question it. That's the best part. And right now you are only looking for the pound to finish getting down to this box. Because we can't go long on the pound right here. The pound has to close bullish from a box. And as you can see, we ain't nowhere near a box, so we continue the shorts down to this box. And that's how you play it. Glass, I have no idea because I don't know what's in your 401k or what's being managed. All I can tell you is here, we strictly are here to educate and give you your power back. And we mean it. And if you're someone that has zero knowledge in markets, one of our members, Eddie, he's one of the best examples. You guys can go on our Discord. You can search him. You can talk to him and ask if it's BS. His messages, his receipts are there. And in the beginning of January, he said, I have no knowledge of markets. Do you think True Algo is too ahead of me? And our exact words were, I don't know if it's going to be right for you, but I can tell you if you just don't have any other knowledge of markets, then you don't have anything in your way from biases from other indicators and systems. You'll learn our system effectively from the beginning. And now he posted today, he has a $6,800 week. So it took him 4 months of learning through our process and now having a $6,800 week when many people are struggling just to make it day to day in markets. So we are here to help educate you. And that's all I'm going to say that we're here for. And that's it. People are like, how many of you guys watching, you want to ask me, well, what's your win rate? That happens a lot. Why? It's a retail mentality. You think, and I don't mean this offensively to all of you, but I hope I'm talking to you, not through you. You think if I tell you my win rate is 75 or 80%, you are somehow going to have a 75 to 80% win rate. You're not going to take the same ideas with me. You're not going to use the same sizing. You don't have the mental idea of a position that I do. I could go down $10,000. You could go down $10. And that $10 drawdown feels like $1 million loss to you. So when people tell you their win rates and you're trying to match it, it's again, I teach our members, it's unrealistic to do something like that. So what you should focus on is, do you guys teach how to do risk management? Do you teach how to predict what's going to happen per candle? And the answer is yes. That's what we teach you. Because I could have a 15 or so, also I can have a 25% win rate. That's it. Terrible, right? But if I have an 8-to-1 risk reward, I could double my account every week. And that's the thing that people don't focus more on. Your risk to reward is more important than a win rate. Because you could have a 90% win rate, but you could have a negative 10 R and you're a break-even trader. That's a bad thing, you know what I mean? Gold has not changed for those asking. And all of you guys watching, just check the circles. This is also not an area to short gold. The better shorts on gold are going to be from two things right now. Closing below both of these boxes like this. And let me pop silver on. Silver might actually be the better short, to be honest, instead of gold. You'll see once the boxes load, there's a short opportunity right here below the yellow box on silver. But I'd be careful because open is right there. Lots of little nuanced things that we try. Oh, no, you got right about right there. So this is an area where we can see that True Algo is telling you gold can't break our weekly box. And so it's starting to look like it wants to push down. You might get enticed to take the shorts, and these wicks are going to snatch you up. You're going to take the bait, so to speak. We want this candle to close below the box, and you want silver to do the same thing. And then it's going to really help flood the markets with shorts on metals. So hopefully that helps you, those of you guys asking. But yeah, man, watch these circles. You want to close in these circles. I want to get back over to the euro. True Algo members, I really hope that this idea up here on euro, just remember what we said on the live, that the rules with True Algo is this is exactly where as high as the euro should go today, and boom. And for all of you guys that you weren't, we live stream this morning for True Algo members. We do so on our Discord every day, and they can call me out if it's a lie. And right here, it was said, it's recorded, it'll go on the learning platform. You guys get access to all the previous live streams that we have. They go on the site, and you can watch them on your own time, and you can review price action from a live perspective, not just hitting the replay button, which removes the psychology of markets. It doesn't matter if the dollar broke out. It hasn't closed yet. So not worth it. Check in. And Zip, as you guys see what Zip is talking about with the UJ. And again, True Algo members, you can call me out. What have we been talking about the UJ for the past 3 weeks as we got up there? And every time the True Algo system allows people to get to this yellow box, which the UJ did, people don't realize that could be the high for the next 6 months, a year, the next month, who knows? And that's why we take advantage of the yellow boxes by True Algo and every box when we get the opportunity. We're 14 minutes from Powell. It's all good, bud. That's the best part. Tomorrow you have more opportunities. Don't stress it. Just trying to see if any stocks are setting anything up. Man, there are a lot of stocks at major resistance areas. So don't be surprised if when Powell comes in, it causes a massive bearish move. And again, we can see that the ES is still confirmed bearish. And then we would like just a little bit of a higher push on the US 30 and NQ before Powell talks. But even the stocks, the big four, this is Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. Those things are all at major areas for sell-offs as well. If you guys have any questions or anything, please feel free to let them in. I'm going to try to not talk as much because there ain't much going on. Trying to read your questions. Watching from Kenya. Do you like? Welcome from Kenya. Hope it's going fantastic for you over there. One of the best things you guys can do, because like this is probably the lowest, and on record, if you go check all the FOMCs, this is the smallest FOMC of 2024. And so feel free to watch any of our other live streams. They're all on there. They're all unedited, and you can see if we're calling it for what it is. And this is what we teach our members. But right now, just for those of you all just still hanging out with us, the ES is now coming up to retest our yellow box. We have boxes stacked on top of boxes. This is True Algo screaming to be cautious. And the only thing that's been confirmed bearish is the ES. We really want the NQ to get up here to this yellow box and then have massive shorts pile in from the bigger player, which is the brokers. And if not, this little circle up here and this one way up there, that will be the area for longs to be triggered instead. So that's all we're watching. And you guys, hopefully just watching live. The US 30, very small, but did just put in a new high. And then the NQ, since we've started the live stream, it's one single tick just now on new high. As again, we want to finish that move up to this yellow box. This is the thing I was showing you guys if you were on our Discord, even on the free side. I was keeping you guys posted on this big move we had up on the NQ this morning. So again, US 30 trying to tag our yellow box here shortly. DXY still can't break the weekly open, but doesn't matter because it doesn't close for 11 minutes. Gold and silver, you need to close below the yellow box. That doesn't matter for 11 minutes. So again, nothing to do. Just want to see if oil's still struggling at this very top side right here. It is pulling back just a little bit into the box. Just waiting for it to load. There you go. So you might be like, well, where's the area to short oil? If you're looking at it, it's, again, just follow the same concept. You have to lose boxes with a bearish close like we did here. And then it played out, finished, hits, green close, and then it pushes up. Not that this was a green close we would take a long from. But right here, it's like, this is where details matter like crazy. Can you guys see this real quick? This is why we teach you guys closes. Like, look, this is why details matter. And this is why if you only attend one YouTube live stream, you're never going to get it. And if you decide to invest in yourself and you join us, like, this is the stuff we teach you. There's 2 boxes stacked here by True Algo intentionally to cause caution for our members. And you get one close above the red box, you might be tempted to long. But look where it closes. This is why I told you for oil, we're still bullish, but it's not a new long idea until it closes above. And look where it's closed. So you got to wait for that candle that's red right now to close above the box in order to put into a new bullish idea. And that's why we say details matter, man. It's crazy. Crazy like how accurate the system is at making us define our decision-making and strategy process. I'll be back in 1 second as we're watching price. Let's see if we can get that US 30 up to the yellow box. It's almost there. It is party time in the house. ES now has touched the box. US 30 is almost there. You guys can see the right side of your screen. It's a little small. I can zoom in more. Sorry about that. Just trying to get these bad boys up here. Finish the move. Powell talk. Close there. Boom. If not, we should shoot straight through to activate the long ideas above. The universe, I do not disagree with you. And this was covered on the macro. I know you just joined us, bud, for a year. I'm excited to help you if you're the right universe that I'm thinking. But this was covered on the macro about getting up here, being a major sell area potentially for gold. And then all we need to do now is close below the box in these circles, watch the floods come in, and then you want to build the confluence off silver. You want silver to do the same thing, and then that should bring the flood. The same reason why the longs worked out so well from the live stream too, down here, both on silver and gold. There's the boxes. Sorry, I'll load it up for you. Right there. Isn't that crazy? Just hits. There's your bullish confirmation. Zoom, straight up. So over here helping world banks with their managing of gold and silver because they can't sell it. They got to keep it on hand, so they got to short it. Powell talks in 7.5 minutes. Thank you guys for still hanging out with me. We'll see what he brings. So the FOMC today and then the FOMC that happens, I think, in September, are one of these two are supposed to be the ones where Powell finally announces, or at least that's a presumption, that they're finally going to lower the interest rates. And so we will see if that happens. I can tell you that we're at a great spot where no matter what people think, that this is where price tends to reject until it can get above. So regardless of what he's about to say, these yellow boxes should reject price. Listen to what I say. Details matter. These boxes should reject price downwards until you close above it in the circle. It's not about entering the box. It's where it closes afterwards. So that's what we'll be watching together. Okay, good, sweet universe. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I messaged you a couple of times because I know you are still navigating your way through Discord. Nobody should be DMing you. Just make sure you DM us, like me or Otoro, directly because people are going to reach out to you, and there are scammers galore, unfortunately. That's just how they roll. And we'll make sure we help you on the Discord side. Crypto still being perfect. These ideas were drawn yesterday from the live stream. They've gone fantastic. And then crypto members, nothing has changed. Bitcoin wants to break up daily from our weekly system, but I really feel that it's going to continue to be held down till Tether or Ethereum gets to its weekly box. So that's why we're seeing the bearish rejections right now from the day systems. Bitcoin needs to close above DR3, both on ETH and Bitcoin, in order to get some bullish ideas. Right now, they're going to hold the market back, the crypto market, that is. New highs being put on the NQ right now, guys. Again, hope that helps you. The fact that like there's no reason to expect it to just flood downwards. We want to get it up to this yellow box, and that's a new high. And where you might think, oh, that candle's not very big. I'm not sure what your average take is on markets, but that's 126 ticks, 31 handles. Most people take their average profit at 25 to 30 ticks, so that's 4x the move. And the US 30, you can see live that it's reacting from our box. Got up there. We want to get to that yellow box, but when we started the live stream, it was here. And now, whoop, and then take profits happen on the idea. Is oil pushing up now? Yep. Oil back testing the box here. You guys will see it load in just a second. And then a close above this box could send oil. Oil shouldn't have much happen to it when Powell talks. So something to consider. Sorry if it's boring, but, and I try to talk to our members about this a lot, and those of you guys that have been in our YouTube streams before, this is like reality of markets. That's why I don't change time frames. We don't teach you to teach time frames, because there's always that need that you want to make sure people can see, like, look, every time we have a candle, you can enter in a move, and that's unrealistic, because reality in markets is that you have rules set in place and you don't make ideas until your rules are followed. So we don't break rules just to make candles do something when we're waiting. And I think we can all agree, even if you're not a member, that most people struggle with patience, and this system can really help you. There's a lot of you out there, if you would have had more patience, you never would have blew XY an account, or wouldn't have taken either the amount of time it's taking you to get where you are now, just by patience. It's hard to wait. It should be the easiest thing, right? To do nothing, yet it tends to be the hardest thing. Reminder, oil folks, we got to close above to move the next move up when Powell talks here in 3 minutes. Let's see what good old Jay Powell has to say. I won't be listening to it. I don't care what he says. I just want to see what the volatility injects into the boxes. That's it. I really mean that. I don't care what he says. He could say he's lowering the interest rates. So question. Let's just play devil's advocate. Let's say he's going to lower interest rates. Would you guys take that as bullish or bearish? Think about it real quick. He says, I'm going to lower rates. And then I ask you, if it's most people, I would presume they say that's bullish, right? Because he's lowering interest rates, which means credit cards even get lowered too. It's to entice people to spend money. Then what would happen if we just go straight down, though? That doesn't make sense. That's why the projections and all those things that you see, the forecasts for news events, mean nothing. The algorithm of price, it's already in there. They already have their orders set on the brokers. And then whatever comes out later means nothing. They just need the volatility to inject into markets. So we shall see. And I'm just letting you guys know, I'm not going to stay on much longer after he talks. I just want to see if the volatility kicks in. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, then I'll be heading off here. And then True Algo members, will be live tomorrow just for you guys. And then on Friday, we'll be live just for members only for NFP. So if any of you guys want some volatility for before New York opens, we will be live Friday for members only in our Discord. Excuse me. Gold still trapping people that are shorting too early. Remember, gold was just down here a second ago. And now, whoop, $1.50 straight back up. Silver too, see? All those retail traders thinking it's a good time to short, and all you got to do, man, is just wait for it to close below the box. It'll extract all those people out right there. Don't do that. Really nice rejection still on ETH and Bitcoin right now, but it hasn't closed. Dollar we're chasing back below the box again. Less than a minute, and Powell should be start walking up. This is the boring reality of markets. NQ is putting in a new high right now. Getting close to that 140 ticks mark. 138. Almost. 2 ticks to go. Nothing's changed on the euro yet. Still confirmed bearish. There's the close right there. So like the euro, there's no long ideas till we close above these two boxes. Or you hit this box down here, close bullish, and then there's your long ideas. Right now, there's only reasons to look for the euro to push down until that happens. New candle. See if the NQ can continue getting up to our yellow box here live, guys. I'm just going to act like there is no Powell talking, and we'll just continue on our merry way with our original idea. This was supposed to happen in like 2 seconds, by the way, and it's not. So at least this is cool for like you get to see reality over a 30 to 40 minute period that's waiting to get to our yellow box above. And I hope that helps somebody. You'll see that we got new closes. Silver and gold, folks, we did not close in either circle, below or above. So you are still in a neutral position on gold and silver. Let retail traders get destroyed in these wicks, and then don't chase them. Let those people get trapped. Let them get extracted. Then they get out of the way, and then we can take our bigger ideas. When I jumped away from the stream, the NQ put in a new high. I'll show you what I mean. Check it out. Just so you know, it's not smoke. See the next 1 minute candle, new high. True Algo members, you might want to take a little note on US 30 that even though you guys see the 80% rule, you got to note where the yellow box is. And also note where we are in the day and how much time is left on your broker before they would force close your position if you don't close it. James, he talked at 2 this time, not 2:30. James is pretty with it when it comes to those things, so I will await his answer. US 30, get into that yellow box. We want to get both of them too. True Algo members, just think about, True Algo members, I'm mixing words. Think about the opportunities we're going to have towards the end of this day up here. US 30 is about to hit our target, everybody. Sorry it's taken 32 minutes to happen, but there you go. Boom. There's one. Just need the NQ to finish. But there you go. Call it for what it is. Again, if you think it's smoke and BS, you can say it is. But then go watch the stream again. And in case you thought it's small, for all of you guys that have been hanging out, that is 63 ticks. 63. That ain't small. And by the time the NQ gets here, that will be 200 ticks for any of you that have been hanging with us. Just go. And True Algo members, I hope I keep teaching you this, man. When you got one of these Power 3 getting to that yellow box, crypto the same way. That's why my conviction stays with you guys on a live stream that I'm like, it's got to get to the box too. It hasn't had its turn. You watch it live, guys. You'll see it. And again, these are people here that like don't realize what you think is small. There is 216 ticks predicted live for you. Oh, it's beautiful. And now I don't care what Powell says or if he does talk, or it doesn't matter to me. And now True Algo members, please take note that now that we've hit the yellow boxes, you're probably not going to get a bearish close on the current candle. So you have to wait for would be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But what I'm really excited for is tomorrow into Thursday, we can really, really take advantage as soon as Asia opens tonight that we are at a weekly part of the system. But I hope that all helped you guys. One of the coolest things, though, can you guys see the NQ live? This is 40 ticks already down. And that's why that's a take profit that we tell you guys. And that's why I said we need to get to the box. I'm not saying I took the idea. Don't pretend. I told you we only do this for education and entertainment purposes only. But I told you that I just wanted to get these candles up to the box. And I told you our new ideas are up here for the ES or way below the boxes. And we know that we're nowhere near that. The ES had its fun. It was time for the NQ and US 30 to finish their idea. So yeah, man. Fantastic. And look at gold and silver just following suit. I feel bad for those people that cut it early, man. Like, they're getting punished. Somebody's got to lose for you to win, guys. So, like, this is why you don't short a True Algo box at the bottom, man. Fantastic. Fantastic. DXY is confirmed bearish right now, guys, so make sure you watch that. That wick is even bigger. I just want to show you guys the actual sell-off right now from the box. Not 100 ticks, by the way. 100 ticks straight down from a take profit point. All right, guys, I'm out. I hope that helped. Even if you just took that little type of idea with us, trying to predict that we would get to our boxes above, and there you go. And the coolest thing is just live watching price immediately reject from it too. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. I'll see you later.